Welcome to Beginner Cherokee 1 here on RSU TV. We're glad that you're joining us for Talsko Taline Talaki Adel Kwaste. So the 22nd Cherokee lesson. And we are lucky enough to have our guest, Miss Melvina Shot-Pouch, with us again today. And we were just talking about the word 22, because you can say Talsko Tal, which is 22, or you can say Taljone, you know, which is like the third two, because when you think about it, 2 in the number system appears this third time because it's 2, then 12 is the second time it appears, and then 22 is the third time it appears. So Taljone is how you would talk about a 22 rifle. That's the most common word. And some older Cherokees used to count that way. So it's literally the third 2, Taljone. It's always good to talk, you know, to speakers and stuff and remember, you know, things that are in my brain somewhere, but they're hidden very, very deep. So come idalena jalaki dimoni. So we'll go ahead and get started with our Cherokee lesson today. So far we've been talking about descriptions, how to describe the setting, what the weather was like, the time, those kinds of things. We talked about you know, where, like, is it in the mountains? Is it in a field? Is it in town? Then we switched from that and started describing people. And how do you describe a person internally and externally? Are they tall? Are they short? Are they mean? Are they nice? Those kinds of things. So now we're going to move on and we're going to talk about narration. So narrating a story in the past, because of course when you tell a story, by definition, it happened already, right? And then you're retelling what went on. So you're narrating. Whether it be in written form or in spoken form, we narrate. Narrating is a big part of what we do, right? You know those great storytellers that are really, really good at telling stories. In Cherokee, I always think of Rob Doherty as being a really good storyteller because, man, he can tell some good ones, you know, and always makes you laugh. But he's really good at you know, how he tells stories. So we're going to talk about what some of the aspects of good storytelling are and how we can be better at telling stories. So we're going to take a story that we already know. So we have Nagitli Uyoshiske, right? The hungry dog. This was a story that we did several lessons ago. So let's go back through it the way that it was written. So this is how it was as retold by Miss Peggy Gertie Flute, right? And it says, Juwena se wakte gitli, hawiya unuskatle, asentle dekandiske, amayi we do kanane, soi gitli wagotihe, eliske hawiya unuskatle, siwu soi hawiya uduliske, we do si hui se hawiya uwoho sele, hawin amo wudeli ze. Juhena satir wulose uyosiske. Right? So this is a very simple version because we were still beginners, right? And so this was the simplest version of the story. It's just basically telling exactly what they did or what happened. Juhena satir or juhena se wakte gitli. So the dog was on his way home. Hawiya unuskatle. He had meat in his mouth. Asentle dekandiske. He crossed a bridge, right? Asentle dekandiske. Amayi we do kanatne. He looked in the water. Soi another gitli wagoti eliske. He thought he saw another dog. Hawiya unaskatla, that had meat in his mouth. Siwu so'i hawiya uduliske. He wanted that other piece of meat. He wanted more meat, right? We do see huise when he barked. Hawiya uwohosele. The meat fell out of his mouth. He dropped it, right? He lost it. He lost the meat. Hawin amo wudeli, it went down under Hawin, under the water. Hawin amo wudeli, juhuenusadid wulose uyosiske. He went home. He went towards home hungry, right? So this is the story. This is a very common story. It's thousands of years old. There are similar stories, I think, all across the world. Stories similar to this. We have a similar story in Cherokee about a wolf who was chasing a raccoon. I think it was. He was chasing a raccoon, and that raccoon climbed a tree that hung out hung out over the water, and so the wolf saw his reflection in that water and thought that the raccoon was there, and so he jumped in after him and he almost drowned. And so he pulled himself up onto the bank, and the raccoon went and while he was sleeping, he covered that wolf's eyes with clay, or other versions of the story say he covered his eyes with something else, but that's not so polite to talk about. But then whenever the wolf woke up, he couldn't open his eyes because that stuff had dried on over his eyes, and so he couldn't open his eyes, and he was really, really crying. But anyway, but the story is very similar, you know, where something and so let's take this story and let's add a little more description. So that's what we've been working on up to now. We've been working on descriptions, right? Describing place, describing people, describing things. So let's see if we can, so in yellow, you can see the words that I've added, right? Okay? So here's the first sentence. Gitli ule sod okay? Ule sod, skinny. There was. So there was a skinny dog. Utan hawiya uwatan na gitli. So he found a big piece of meat, right? Utan hawiya uwatan, he found it, na gitli. So the dog found a large piece of meat. Hawiya wuwutese, he picked it up. Nole, then nutlist juena se wakte gitli. Nutlist, quickly. Juena se, so that's a way to describe, right? We're adding description. How did he go home? Nutlist or utlist juena se wakte gitli. So he went home quickly. Agost hawiya unaskatle. Agost means raw. So agost hawiya unaskatle. So he had some raw meat in his mouth. Adaha asertla degantiske. So he crossed a wooden bridge. You might remember this from, we had the word wooden in one of our first lessons, adaha, right? Adaha asertla, it was all wood, a wood bridge. Degantiske. Ton amai we do kanatne. So he was looking at the water, but the water was calm or peaceful. We talked about ton can mean soft whenever like we're talking. It can be like soft in volume, but it can also mean peaceful or calm. Ton amai we do kanatne. Okay, so when he looked into the calm water, son igitli wakoti eliske, he thought he saw another dog, right? Hawiya unaskatla, with meat in his mouth. Sigu so ihawi uduliske, uksalest gitli, the greedy dog. So the greedy dog wanted the other piece of meat. Uksales means greedy. So uksales gitli. Siwu so ihawi uduliske, right? He wanted another piece of meat. We do see huise when he barked. Hawiya uwo hosele. He lost the meat. Utlist hawin amo wudelize. Again, we had that word again. Utlist. What does that mean? Quickly, it went down under the water. So utlist hawin amo wudelize. So how did it go under the water? It went under the water. Utlist. Uskanoli. Slowly. Juhena sadid wulo sekitli. Uyosiske. So slowly the dog went towards home, hungry. So you see how adding just a few words here and there, right? Adding some adjectives and some adverbs like ule sod. This gives more of the picture, especially if you're a speaker. It makes the picture more vibrant, right? So now, whenever you say gitli ule sod, now you're picturing a skinny dog, you know. Utan hawiya uwatan nankitli. He found a big giant piece of meat, you know. Hawiya uwute, he picked it up. Nole nutlist. So he went quickly towards home. So, you know, it makes the picture in your head a little more. He had the raw meat in his mouth. So now we get a better picture of what the bridge looked like. It was made out of wood, so we can picture what that is. Ton amai we do kanatne. So maybe this bridge went across the pond or something, because the water now is ton. It's calm, it's peaceful, so there's not ripples on it or anything like that. So it couldn't be like a fast-moving stream or anything like that, right? So kitli wa koti eliske hawiya unaskatla. Siwu so hawiya udiliske uksalest gitli, the greedy dog. And again, that tells us more about what's going on, adding description. We do see huise hawiya uwo hosele utlist hawina mo wudeli, so we can see that meat just quickly sank to the bottom, right? Uskanol juhena satir wulo sekitli uyosiske. So we can see in our mind now how the dog went home, right? Did he go utlist or did he go uskanol? He went uskanol, right? Good. So we're going to call up our friend Miss Melvina, and we're just going to talk about some of these. And I'm going to ask her, because there are other ways to say some of these words. So. So gitli ule sod There's a
skinny dog ule sod. You could say ujalesk.
Ujalesk. Yes. Ujalesk. Good. Utan hawiya uwatan nakit. So a big piece of meat.
Utan hawiya uwatan gitli.
Yeah. Hawiya uwutese. To me, though, that's almost like you picked it up with your hands, right?
Hawiya uwutese hawiya.
How would you say, like, he picked it up in his mouth?
I can't think of a descriptive other than, you know, he
picked it up with his mouth.
Yeah, a dog, you know, that's all they do.
Yeah.
When you say, I guess you could say, gitli hawiya wutese, so it tells that, you know, how the dog would do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nole. Nucleus say gitli. Would you use nucleus or would you say gayotli? Not gajanun.
No, utlist.
Utlist. Nucleus.
Utlist.
Agost Hawiya Unaskatle.
Agost Hawiya Unaskatle. The
Raw.
raw meat.
Adaha Asertla Degandiske.
Adaha Degan Asertla. Yeah, that's
same. You wouldn't change any of that, like Asertla. Ton Amai we do kanane.
To Amai deal would do kanane. Toward the water. Amai deal would do kanane.
Oh, he looked towards the water. Yeah, that makes sense. Son git we wagoti he.
So gil wago.
Eliske.
Eliske. Yeah, because he just thought because they weren't really there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's okay. There.
Hawiya unaskatla with meat in his mouth. Sigo son I hawiya uduliske uksalest gitli.
So hawiya uduliske. Yeah, I'll just leave it it's like that.
Uksalest. Yeah, now that's greedy.
Greedy,
right? Greedy.
He wanted that other meat too.
We do see huise. That's like to bark, right?
To bark,
Yeah, we do see huise. He barked, or he barked, right? We do see huise. He barked. Hawiya uwohosele. He lost it.
Hawiya dropped.
Yeah.
He dropped it.
Utlist hawina mo udeli.
Went down the water.
Yeah, quick, just sink like a rock, right? Uskanol juhenesati wulosekitli.
Uskanol deal. So wulosekitli.
Would you say uskanol used or just uskanol?
Just uskanol juena sadil wulose. Yeah.
Uyosiske.
Uyosisko.
Uyosisko. Still hungry. Continuing to be hungry. Yeah. That makes sense. Uyosisko. Good. Okay, so now you listen to both versions. Of course, you hadn't heard the story before, right? And so the first story, of course, you knew what was going on, right? Did the second story like help make it
more descriptive,
a better picture in your mind?
Yeah.
Good.
You can picture the dog, looking down and.
yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to call you back up here in just a minute. So I think our paragraph is coming along, right? I think it's improving, but let's see if we can maybe even improve it a little more. So let's take the same story and we're going to add a little more description, and now let's add some narration. Right, because stories are always more exciting when we know what people thought, what people said. I know a lot of times whenever I whenever I hear people talk, and they're telling stories, they'll say "oh di" or "udan," and because they're saying, "oh well, this person said this, oh di," or they say, "oh the udan," and they said that, depending on the time frame of how the story, how long ago the story happened. So let's add a little bit more to the story, and let's see if we can fit it in there. So. Wow. So we've added a little bit, right? Ila hiujagesa gitli ule sod Sawu iga utan waka hawiya uwatan he nakil. Ule helije nakil. Doyu agiyosi eliske git. Waka hawiya wakilant. Hawiya wuwutese gil nole nutlis juenese wakte gil Agost hawiya unuskatle Adaha asertla degandiske Ton amai widukanane Son gil wagoti eliske hawiya unuskatle Sigu sowi hawiya awaduli eliske ukshales gitli. We do si huise hawiya uwoho sele utlist hawina mo wudelite uskanoli juhenesati wulose gitli uyosi skon. Okay, uyosi skon. So let's go ahead and let's make that change just real quick. See how easy that is? Change one letter and it changed the whole thing, right? Yeah, and we'll talk about why it changed the whole thing here in just a second. But let's go back through a long time ago, right? Because I told you this story is thousands of years old, right? So this dog lived a long time ago. A long time ago, Gitli ule sod. Of course, that part hasn't changed. There was a skinny dog. Sawu ega, one day. Uton, big waka. We added the word waka. Now, this is what kind of meat. Waka means cow. So, utan waka hawiya uwatahe nakit. So there was a big piece of cow meat. Uwatahe found the dog. So the dog found a big piece of beef, right? So again, we get a better picture of what's going on. Ulehelije nakit. He was thankful or he was happy. It could mean either way. In Cherokee, they mean the same thing. Thankful or happy mean the same thing. Ulehelije nakit. Doyu agiyoshi eliske gitli. So do you really agiyoshi? I'm hungry. So I'm really hungry. Eliske gitli, thought the dog. Waka hawiya wagilant. Beef is my favorite. Okay, wagilant, I like the most. Wagilant, I like the most. Waka hawiya. Hawiya wuwu te se nole, nu tlis juena se wakte gitle. Ghost hawiya unus katle. Daha sentla degantiske. Ton amai we do kanane. So gitli wagoti he. Eliske hawiya unus katle. Siwu so I hawiya awaduli. Eliske. Okay, so now we changed this to make it something he thought. So, siwu so I hawiya awaduli. I want that other more meat, right? I want that other piece of meat. Eliske, thought, uksaleste gitli, the greedy dog. We do see huise, he barked, hawiya uwoho sele. He lost, the meat dropped. Utlist hawin amo wudeleje. Uskanol. Juhenasatid wulose gitli. Uyosi skon. And that on here, because he started out uyosiske, right? He started out hungry, right? It says right here, agiyosi. So he started out hungry, and here uyosisko. That indicates that he's still continuing to be hungry. So he was hungry and he's still hungry now, right? Probably even more hungry now that he's had a taste of that meat, but he didn't actually get any of it. So, so this is adding even more detail and making it even more interesting. So, let me ask you a few questions, okay? I'm going to ask you some questions, and let's see if you can answer those questions. And then after we do that, then I'm going to have Miss Malvina come up, and then she's going to read it for us, okay? So I'm going to read it one more time for you, or I'm going to read it 2 more times for you. I'm going to read it at a regular pace, and I'm going to read it really slow for you, okay? And then I'm going to ask you some questions. Then Miss Malvina is going to come up and she's going to read it, okay? So, Ila hiuchikesa gitli ule sod sawu ega utan waka hawiya uwata nakit. Ule helite nakit. Doyu agi yose heliske git. Waka hawiya wagilant. Hawiya wuwu tese. Nole. Nutlis juena se wakte gitli. Ghost hawiya unaskatle. Daha sentla degantiske. Ton I amai we do kanatne. So I gitli wagoti he eliske hawiya unaskatle. Siwu so I hawiya awaduli eliske uksaleste gitli. We do si huise hawiya uwoho sele utlist hawin amo udelite. Uskanole juhenasati ulose gitli uyosisko. Okay? So I'm going to read it one more time to you, kind of slow. Ilahiu jigesa gitli ule sod he sawu iga utan waka hawiya uwata he na gitli ule helije na gitli doyu agiyosi eliske gitli waka hawiya wagilankt hawiya wuwutese nole nutlist juenese wakte gitli agost hawiya unnaskatle adaha asatla degandiske ton amai widu kanatne son gitli wagotihe eliske hawiya unnaskatla siwu son hawiya awaduli eliske uksalest gitli widusi huise hawiya uwohosele utlist hawin amo udelite uskanol juenas dil ulose gitli uyosisko. Okay, so that's the entire story. So let's see if you understand what's going on. So, okay, gato ust. Let me put my pointer on here. So, gato usti uwatahe na gitli. Gato usti uwatahe. What did he find? Gato ust uwatahe na gitli. So, what did the dog find? Na gitli utan waka hawiya uwatahe na gitli. Na gitli skaljo hitis ule sodike. Skaljo hitis ule sodike. Was he fat? Was he chubby? Ule sodike. Was he bony? Ule sod, right? Ule sod. Agui first. Gato eliske gitli. What did he think first? Agui eliske doyu agiosi. Doyu agiose eliske gitli. Ulanktis tlayulankti waka hawiya. Ulanktis tlayulankti waka hawiya. You could also say uluktis klake, right? Did he like it or not? Yeah. Uluktis klake waka hawiya. Ulunkt, wulunkt. Yeah, it's his favorite, right? He liked it the most. Waka hawiya. Osta. Let's see. Kato usti unnaskatle. Kato usti unnaskatle gitli. Kato usti unnaskatle gitli. So what was the dog's mouth? Agost hawiya unnaskatle. Good. Kato usti degandiske gitli. Kato usti degandiske gitli. What did the dog cross? Kato usti degandiske gitli. Adaha asatla degandiske gitli. He crossed a wooden bridge. Kato usti wagotihe eliske gitli. What did he think he saw? Kato us wagotihe eliske na gitli. What do you think he saw? Son gitli wagotihe eliske. Kato atane. Nigalstan. Kato Nigalstan. Hawiya. What happened to the meat? Is that how you do? Yeah. Kato Nigalsta Hawiya. We do see hui say kitli. Uwoho sele, right? Uwoho sele. It dropped. We do see hui say Hawiya uwoho sele. Pleased hawina mo udeli. Good. Hotla, where? Hotla wulose gitli. Hotla wulose gitli. Juhena sadir wulose gitli. Uyo sisko. Ayotliwu. Uyol. That's like poor dog. That's how you say poor dog. Poor dog. Okay. So now, we're going to have Miss Melvina come up, and she's going to tell the story. You can do it as fast, or you can just tell it in your own words if you want, because now you know the story, because I've told it like a jillion times, right? And so now you can just tell it however you want.
Sagu iga watahe waka hawiya gili uliheli je wataha doya agiosi ha eliske gil doya agiosi eliske gil waka hawiya agwaduli ha hawiya Uwutesa no hawiya nole what is that?
Nutlist.
Oh, utlista Joanna sa walk Joanna utlista hawiya. What is that?
Yeah. Then he quickly headed home.
Oh, Joanna sa walked gili.
Yeah.
Agost hawiya naskatlain. Agost hawiya naskatlain hade.
He crossed a wooden bridge.
Oh, Adam asatla doing degan diskay.
Yeah. He looked into the calm waters.
Oh, do kanne amai. We'll go he noodle gil. Noodle gil.
He thought.
Adante.
Yeah.
Udante. At least you could say noodle gil. Eli he. Ugo he. Eli had. He thought.
He thought he saw
another dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli, which Eli's gave was hawiya. Unaskatla.
Yeah.
Unaskatla. Noodle gil hawiya unaskatla.
Then he thought, I want that other piece of meat.
Sikra hawiya. Si awadule noodle hawiya. Eliske. Unaskatla.
The greedy dog.
Oh. No, greedy. Now my mind.
Uxale.
Oh, uxaleske gili.
He barked. When he barked, the meat dropped.
Udusa wis hawiya uohosele. Udusa wis hawiya uohosele.
The meat quickly went underneath.
At least amaya wudelije.
Yeah.
Wudelije.
Slowly he went home. Slowly.
Uskanole Joanna sadil ulose gili uyosiskawa.
Oh, nice. Well done. Okay, now let's try this, just for fun. Okay, we're not going to look at this, okay? And I'm just going to tell you the sentence, and then you tell me the story. And in that way, it's in your own words. You know what I mean? Okay, so there was a long time ago. There was a skinny dog. Okay, so how would you say that? A long time ago, there was a skinny dog.
Go hik jigen he ule sod gil
Nice. One day, the dog found a big piece of beef.
Sawu ige watahe utan waka huia.
The dog got really excited.
Ule helis du dan. Wata huia.
Nice, yes. The dog thought, man, I'm really hungry.
Doia agio sehens.
And then, beef is my favorite.
Waka huia agulak skena wagelakta.
Nice. He picked up the meat, or he went and he got the meat.
Oh, wubu tese waka huia.
Then he quickly headed home.
Please, no Joanna, so did the book tonight.
Nice, yes. He had the raw meat in his mouth.
A ghost huia un haskale.
He crossed a wooden bridge.
Ada satla doing divse.
And he looked into the water, or when he looked into the water, he thought he saw another dog with meat in his mouth.
Amar duka kan nudlegil wugo he eli he huia sku naskal.
Nice. And he thought, I want that other dog's piece of meat.
Skena squa wudule huia.
Nice. The dog was greedy.
Uxalesti hen no udule huia.
Yeah. He barked.
Udusu wise.
And he dropped the meat.
Udusu wise wo sele huia.
The meat quickly went under the water.
Please the mai hawim nuls tane huia.
And slowly the dog went home, still hungry.
Joanna, son of the tall willow says your siska.
What Miss Malala. That was awesome. Yeah. A lot of times I find it, especially for it's harder. And it's hard for a speaker to read another speaker's words, because that's not really how they talk, you know. But a lot of times I find, like, if I just kind of tell them, you know, what's going on, and then they can put it in their own words, and it makes a lot more sense to them. You know what I mean? And so thank you so much. That was like amazing, and hopefully you guys, you know, you picked out, like, almost everything was exactly the same. You know, almost all the words were there. They were in, you know, they might have been in a little bit different order or anything, but they were all there. And, you know, and I could tell you were getting excited about it. You know, the story is exciting. It's a fun story, right? So we're going to review just a little bit. We're gonna talk just a little bit, and then we're gonna tell the story probably again. Okay, so we're gonna go through all three versions of the story: the super simple version, the little bit more complicated version, and then the final version that we had. So, but we're gonna go over some of the words here just to make sure that you know what they mean. So we have ehe. Ehe means there was. Uwa tun he, uwa tun he, uwa tun he. That means he or she found it. Uwa tun he. Okay? And if you find something, you could say chiwa tan. That means I found it, right? Chiwa tan. Like if you lost your keys, right? That's usually what I'm losing. And then you find them and you say chiwa tan, or you could say de chiwa tan. You know, if you have a bunch of them, right? Or one key. So, all right. The next one. Utlisti. And here it's nutlisti. Quickly. Nutlist. Next one. Agost. 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 Or agosta. Calm or peaceful. Ton or ton'i. Ton or ton'i. And I've heard other people say tonhi. I've heard them say that way too. Greedy. This is a ga, but in here we're going to say uk sa lesti. Uk sa lest, uk sa lest, uk sa lest. Greedy. Greedy, greedy. Like Scrooge, right? Scroogey used uk sa lest, right? Waka. 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 That's a cow. Waka. Waka hawiya, cow meat, or beef. So if we were going to say pork or pig meat, we would say sikwa hawiya, sikwa hawiya, right? He was thankful or he was happy. Ulihelije, ulihelije, or ulihelije, either way. I am hungry. Agiyoshi. Probably if you don't learn anything else, you probably need to learn this. Agiyoshi. I'm hungry. Because at least in the Cherokee world, at least this will get you fed. So that's fairly important. So you should learn agiyoshi. Okay? All right. So really when you look at it, there weren't a whole lot of extra words that we added to our story, but it really made the story a lot more vibrant and a lot richer, okay? So we're going to go back and we're going to tell all three versions of the story. So again, we have the first version, which was the very first version that we learned a few lessons ago, right? And it says, Juhuena se wakte gitli, hawiya unaskatle, asantle degandiske, amaye we do kanatne, son igitli wagotihe, eliske hawiya unaskatle, sigu so in hawiya uduliske, we do see we say hawiya uwoho sele, hawin amu wudelize, juhena sadid wulose uyosiske. So really when you think about it, this is pretty amazing because we told this entire story in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like less than 10 sentences. We told a whole story in less than 10 sentences. So that's pretty amazing, right? So now let's look at the little bit amped up version, right? The fancier little bit version. So this one says, Gitli ule sod he, uton hawiya uwata he, na gitli. Hawiya wu te se, nole, nutlis juhena se wakte gitli. Agost hawiya unaskatle. Adaha asertla dekandiske. Ton amaye we do kanatne. Son igitli wagotihe eliska eliske hawiya unaskatla. Siwu so e hawiya uduliske uksalest gitli. We do see we say hawiya uwoho sele. Utlis hawin amo udelite. Uskanol juhena sadid ulose gitli uyosiske. So this story adds just a little more detail, and hopefully you can pick out. So let's look at some of those new words and see if you can recognize what they are. So agost, what's agost? Agost, that's raw. Agost, raw. Uwatehe, what's uwatehe? Uwatehe means he found it, right? Uwatehe. Adaha, adaha, wooden, good. And here's an important one, uksalest, uksalest. Okay, greedy, greedy, he is greedy. So if you wanted to call somebody that, I guess you'd say Joxalest. You're greedy, right? Joxalest. Good. Utlist. Utlist. We had it twice in the story. Utlist. Quickly. Quickly. Utlist. Ushkanol. Ushkanol. Slowly. Good. Okay? So now let's look at the final version of the story for today. Probably we will add, as we learn more skills in narrating, we'll add more details to this story. I think this is a really good story to add to. So here's the final version of the story. It says, Ilahu jagesa gitli ulesod he sawika utan waka hawiya uwata he na gitli uli helije na gitli do you agi yosi eliske gitli waka hawiya wagilant hawiya uwutese nole nutlis juhena se wakte gitli Agost hawiya unnaskatle. Adaha asentla dekantiske. Toi amai vidu kanatne. So igitli wagotihe. Eliske hawiya unnaskatle. Sivu so I hawiya awaduli. Eliske uksalestit gitli. We do see hui se hawiya uwoho sele. Utlist hawin amo wudelite. Ushkanol juhenasatir ulose kitli uyosisko. All right, so that is the entire story as we know it right now. So we will probably be adding a little bit to it, but I think we're on to a pretty good story there. I think it's coming along nicely. I think it's looking pretty good. So. Anyway, with that, I think we're done for today's lesson. So I just want to say wadon for being here. That means to look out for yourself, right, or to take care. And don't dog or hunting until we see each other again. Wadon. We're done.